Can you see the chat
Yeah,
yourself?
someone's asked if someone would give me a bag of money and I didn't need to worry about income for the years to come, what topic would you spend your time on? Well, I think it's hard to predict, obviously, what topic. I'm always fascinated in the financial plumbing and in payments and central banking, but also the big sweeping kind of market mechanism developments in the world. One of my hunches is that the corporation construct itself is going to be not because of Web3 or anything like that. I just think that we're going to really rethink how a lot of the corporate value is generated, and this might deconstruct some elements of the corporation. So those are areas I'm interested in, but also I personally don't think that this skirmish in Ukraine is just a fleeting thing. I think there's a bigger geopolitical pivot point happening. I think that we are on the verge of it's the Thucydides trap coming to life. And I suspect there's going to be a period of probably at least 3 to 4 years of quite radical readjustment in global economics, supply chains, and power relationships. It's going to make for an incredibly rich source of news and analysis. I think it's going to be an absolutely insane thing to cover, and it's going to be as broad as covering commodities to becoming an expert in certain sort of military tactics. I think that there will be, I want to focus on the sort of very niche blind spots that the market in general hasn't necessarily picked up on. I think so much information out there, no one can really process it all. And the job that I want to do on the blind spot is basically zoom in on those areas of expertise, like really unpack those little specialist areas as they come into the fore when they become relevant, whether that's like learning about, ballistic missiles, or whether it's about learning about epidemiology or chemicals, warfare, or something more vanilla like, infrastructure and commodities, some sort of weird commodity markets. I think that's what the blind spot wants to do. Like we want to navigate through this chaos and present spotlights for when things become relevant, and they're not in the mainstream press. They're being overlooked because the mainstream press is being incredibly shouty about whatever the top line narrative is. Whereas I want to kind of focus on what's being buried in the other, what's being buried in the news whilst everyone's looking here, this is what's going on here. That's what I wanted.